Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's coverage of the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament here on SpeedGaming 3. Tonight, we've got a Group E showdown between Magooisadorable and MidiGuyDP. They'll be playing 2 seeds. Magoo's flag set will be first. It's going to be Group 2 flags with no end card game. Hi, everyone. I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23, and joining me on the commentary is Meowth of Team Rocket. Very interesting matchup today because we had 2 runners in last season's tournament finish 3-3. Magoo was able to sneak in to the group stages. The bracket stages. MidiGuy didn't quite make it as he finished 3rd, but looking at it on paper, I think this is going to be a very close race.
Oh, absolutely, and we've already seen some close ones this tournament as it is, and I believe we saw MidiGuy pull out a decent win yesterday, so who knows? He could pull out another one.
Yeah, for Magoo, this is his first set of races. For MidiGuy, he's already done 2 races against a heavily favored Paradox from this group, and he managed to take 1 game away from Paradox.
Yeah.
So he's 1-1.
Yeah, sorry, my mistake. And we're starting off with World 2.
All right, the Desert World, and our first level is going to be 3-3. Oh, and Magoo taking an early death to that Paragoomba.
Not the best start.
Midi, though, having a little bit of trouble at the end of 3-2, though, but is able to sneak past, and will be all right to pass the first one. So, World 2, that means we're going to have to take on Morton Koopa at the end, so...
we'll see how salty he is today.
Absolutely, Meowth. So the first level done for MidiGuy, and going to check the pipe to see if he is able to take a shortcut or if he's going to have to take the long way. And oh boy, we've got ourselves 2 forts with 2 locks, and that tells MidiGuy he's going to have to go back and play the fort.
And he's going to start off with the Air Force.
And thankfully, the auto-scrollers have been turned off. This is the very fast auto-scroller that I think a lot of kids struggled with here in World 8, but with the auto-scroller turned off, makes it a little bit more palatable.
Yeah, I know. I struggled with it as a youth.
Absolutely. I think I always used the P-Wing on this level. Magoo not that far behind. Here is the Boom Boom fight for Midi. Looking for the 3 hits that he needs, and gets it.
Boom Boom goes Doom Doom.
He certainly does. Of course, there are 4 branches of the military that Bowser has. The Air Force is one of them, along with the Army, or we call it tanks sometimes, the Navy, and super tanks. Now, the Army's the only one that does not have Boom Boom at the end. It acts as a normal level and has an item at the end. Here's MidiGuy now at 1-4.
Oh, and he's making his way slowly, but making sure not to make any rash mistakes. Because in a stage like this, all it takes is 1 missed jump, 1 pixel off, and you're taking a long way down.
Absolutely, and not a pleasant enemy set either, having to deal with those fire chomps there, but is able to get by. Meanwhile, Magoo is going to go back to this pipe here, and he'll also play that same panel 1. So right now, MidiGuy's about a full level ahead. The next fort is going to be the World 1 fort, which means this fort is optional to beat Boom Boom. You can either take the bottom path or take the top path, if provided there's a tail at the end, Meowth, and get the secret item.
So isn't this one semi-Fred?
No. Oh, look at that. MidiGuy. Very nicely done there for MidiGuy. He won't be able to get the secret item because there was no tail at the end, and does get the fire kill on Boom Boom. Well played there by MidiGuy.
Ah, the clips. Oh, the clips.
Yeah, that was absolutely well done there. Now, Magoo is already as Big Mario. Let's see if there's a tail behind this one. There is a tail, so he could have an opportunity to gain an item that MidiGuy didn't get. But look at this, MidiGuy getting a nice Jugum Cloud.
And we see MidiGuy heading onto Morton's airship. And let's see how he fares up against Mr. Salty himself.
Tell you what, I think Human Mustard would be appreciative of the item in World 1 Fort. Magoo just picked up a frog suit. Ooh, losing the tail is Magoo. MidiGuy, let's see how salty Morton is. 2 hits? Nope, that's not enough. 3 hits?
Yes.
That's not enough, but he does get the fire kill, so he was at least a 4-hitter, and we're going to find out on Magoo's side because he does not have the Fire Flower.
He's going to have to go through Morton the hard way.
He most certainly is, so let's see what happens. So there's the first hit. There's the second hit for Magoo. Third hit for Magoo. Is 4 enough? 4 is enough, so plenty of salt there for Morton Koopa.
My wand shake brings all the boys to the yard.
All right, people in chat, what's the next world going to be? I'm going to say 4.
I'm going to go with a 2.
Music box, and look at that, Mighty Metric Batman, the prognosticator around here, was correct. World 6, and oh boy, 7F2.
Oh, we saw this earlier, and it was a nightmare.
Absolutely. As I recall, this was a gatekeeper in a previous race earlier today, so yeah, this is not a fun one.
Yeah, we almost had one contestant ask if they could forfeit because of it.
Oh, no question about it. When you see 7F2, especially if it's early on, it is definitely a nightmare. Meanwhile, Magoo is playing 1-6. He is skipping the fort. He's taking a chance here, Meowth, and hoping that the fort is not required to beat this world.
Okay, do you think it's going to be, or do you think his chance is going to pay off?
Well, it's hard to say, Meowth. It could go either way. Depends on how many forts we have. Let's see. As Magoo does finish. No!
Oh, I believe that's what you would call Matumboed?
He did. Wow. What? Oh, man.
Oh.
That's a bad break there for Magoo, getting Matumboed at the end by that paratroopa. So now he's going to have to play it over. So even if the fort wasn't required, MidiGuy's going to have the lead on him anyway. And if that fort ends up being required, MidiGuy's going to have a big lead.
Oh, that was just painful. That's like getting to the finish line of a marathon, then you trip and break your ankle.
Oh, you hate to see it. To answer a question in chat, Mew Mew fan, no, they were in 2 different groups. They both had identical records, but the group that MidiGuy was in, 5-1 and 4-2 were the top scoring records that advanced. So that's why MidiGuy was not able to make it to the bracket stages. Now we have both of them taking that same pipe, and there is a couple of locks. Now, if these are the only 2 forts, Meowth, as Fort Knox.
Going into Fort Knox.
But it is advantage MidiGuy because he already had the tail going into that level, so he can fly up right away. Magoo's going to have to power up.
And a fun fact, even though a lot of things are randomized, in this one is one of the few things that stays the same. The power-up you can get is always going to be a Tanuki suit because we want to make sure every single level is actually beatable. And without the Tanuki suit, it'd be a one-way trip.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, it is always a Tanuki suit, not a leaf or any of those other items. So, yep, that is needed in order to beat the level. Meanwhile, MidiGuy, this is one of the hand stage levels that you would normally see in World 8. It was the coin stage, and picks up a Fire Flower. Could be useful against Bowser.
It could be useful against any of the Koopalings.
Absolutely.
Or if we see the dreaded Atlantis.
Yeah, in Atlantis, and they don't have a Jugum Cloud to skip it over. But we did see a Jugum Cloud on MidiGuy's side. And here's the World 3 airship. Again, since they're playing as World 6, it is going to be the circus clown Lemmy Koopa at the end.
Do you think Lemmy's ever going to learn how not to get his circus ball stuck in the floor?
Not a chance. However, because this is, it's World 3, it's going to be regular anyways. But yeah, the ball's still stuck because it only works on World 6. Why, I don't know. Because it's flat surface.
And Lemmy's a 3-hitter. He's not going to be a good motorhead today.
Yep, absolutely. MidiGuy takes care of Lemmy, and Magoo taking care of the hand stage, picks up his Fire Flower. And now looking at the map here, just has to pass through this pipe here. And good news for Magoo, that gamble actually paid off. There was no bridges or locks at the end, so Magoo actually mitigated the time loss he has on MidiGuy.
Oh, he's got to be proud of that.
Yeah, that's
but he loses a Tanuki suit to a bullet bill.
Oh, rip the idea of the commands in chat. Oh, you hate to see it. Ooh, MidiGuy now in one of the beta levels. This is the World 5. I call it the 5-8 beta because that's what it kind of reminds me of.
And isn't this the only one where an ending was forcibly put in?
No, that was the 1-6 beta that you're thinking of. Yeah, that one normally didn't have an ending when it was made. When Fred Coughlin added that beta level, he added the ending himself. So that's the one that you're thinking of.
Well, now I know, and I did that joke already.
So we have a couple of forts here, and there might be a lock at the end of Wendy's castle here. So here's the World 2 fort. As we get a leaf from the princess, Magoo's right there with him. So now he's at panel 5, which is going to be the quick one. Oh, MidiGuy having some problems here.
I think he may have gone for a damage boost intentionally.
That didn't look like intentional. It looked like he slipped off. He was trying to collect the power off, but unfortunately slid off. But maybe he was going for a damage boost to get through the bottom part quicker of those spikes. But in any event, no problem for MidiGuy. Does take down Boom Boom. So now I think MidiGuy is going to check the map to see. Oh, that broke a lock. He knows that because there's no other lock. Is there 2 locks? Wait a minute. There's 2 locks guarding Wendy's castle. There has to be 2 locks.
Dun, dun, dun.
Either that, Meowth, or one of the locks is on the prize island, which you'll never see runners do in the randomizer. That's very interesting. Here's 3F1.
I don't even know what the prize island is.
Oh, if you remember, if you took that little boat, you could go to an island that has a couple of mushroom houses and a couple of spade games.
I'm sorry, just that, seeing the spikes crush on him, even with a star, that gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Meanwhile, MidiGuy does take care of 3F1, a.k.a. Door 6 Fort, a.k.a. Door 3 Fort, but MidiGuy didn't go for the Door 3 strats. So both forts are down, so he now knows the path to Wendy's castle is open. Just needs to find the way out.
And now it looks like they're on the exact same level.
Yep, it does look like they're on the exact same level. This is 4-1. However, keep in mind that MidiGuy has completed both forts. Magoo has only completed 1 fort. So again, Magoo is taking a chance here. Oh, but MidiGuy makes it through. For a moment, I thought he took a depth. That was some lag there. So he's
I thought that too.
Yeah, so that did fool me for a little bit there, but both runners do complete 4-1. So this should be the pipe. Oh, we're gonna find out on Magoo's screen if there's a lock on that prize island. I don't see one. There might have been 2 locks, and Magoo has just found the bad news.
Freaking lock.
There were 2 locks.
Oh,
there were 2 locks. Oh, there was a bridge. Oh, there was a bridge. I didn't realize that there was a bridge. As MidiGuy gets the fire kill on Wendy.
We didn't even get to see if Wendy had her Baconators.
Absolutely. I didn't realize that there could be bridges in World 3. I'm so accustomed to seeing locks, but Kirby Fan says that there was a bridge. And if there's a bridge, I'll have to look back in the VOD to confirm that, but I'm pretty sure it's right. In any event, MidiGuy is done with this world, so unfortunately, this time, Magoo's gamble does not pay off.
Hey, you win some, you lose some, and some you just have to run out screaming.
All right, what world is going to be next, ladies and gentlemen?
I'm guessing World 7, and I don't even get close.
It was World 1, and they picked up a mushroom from the princess. MidiGuy going to try for the clip here in 7-6. Doesn't get it on the first try. There's 3. Well, so this is one of those situations, folks, where when you're trying to get that clip in either 7-1 or 7-6, if you take a long time at it, that's going to give your... and there's the clip.
Oh, that he pulls it off like nobody's business.
Yeah, not a problem there for MidiGuy. Probably not as pleased as getting it as late as he did, but no harm, no foul. He is still pretty clear ahead of Magoo. Now Magoo just needs to get back to that pipe. Unfortunately, he's gotten himself a little bit lost trying to get to the pipe while avoiding to play a level. As MidiGuy's now at the Ice Fort in 6F2.
And he takes the thwomps out like the Stay Puffed Man.
Oh, absolutely. When you have that star, you can do a lot of things with that, and taking down thwomps is one of those things.
And Magoo has made it to Wendy's airship.
Now, unfortunately, because he doesn't have the fire suit, he is going to have to go through the gauntlet, and hopefully for Magoo's sake, she had just the side saddle. Now he's in trouble. Oh, oh no!
Oh, Wendy's saying nah. And also that she's the cutest.
7-7 now. The Muncher run is where MidiGuy is going to try to get this on the 2 cycle here. Let's see if he gets it. He's looking good. Oh no! He's in trouble!
Oh!
But he's there.
Oh, just by the skin of his teeth. Let's see. That's 1.
There's 2.
That's 2.
Oh, 3-hitter.
She just got the standard burger meal.
Yep, absolutely. The Dave single. Right you are there, Meowth. Next up, we have, I believe this is going to be 5-4 where MidiGuy is. Oh, did you see that?
A mid-air boss bass nom nom. Oh,
that surprised the heck out of me, Meowth. I did not expect that boss bass to be at the end of 5-4 like that, and MidiGuy did not see that coming.
That's a game just saying, yeah.
Exactly. Oh, and Magoo does not have a power-up here in 7-6. Might take the intentional 100-coin fine, and that's exactly what he does.
Did anyone else get scared by that?
I will say this much. I'll be curious to see what Magoo does when he gets to 5-4s. Now he's going to try the clip here in 7-6. Let's see if he can do better. As Meaty good use of the star to take on the Fire Bros. And hey, the old cliche, Meowth, use a star, get a star.
Get a star.
Unfortunately, Magoo having some problems. We have the World 6 airship where Larry awaits as Magoo does get the clip. So between the two, I'd say it was about a wash.
I think both of them just want this level to be done.
All right, Meaty collecting that mushroom there. So that should give him a better chance against Larry in this flat playing surface, but he's got Earthquake.
Larry's been packing on the pounds.
Oh, he's been packing on a lot of pounds. That's a 4-hit Earthquake, but Meaty made him look easy.
Oh, and Magoo gets swamped.
Yeah, I tried to duck under the ice wall. It's kind of tricky for the timing there, and Magoo just wasn't able to get through, so he ended up losing it. Oh, and the Disco Waffles take him down!
Oh, I bet he's wishing Disco stayed dead.
Yeah, absolutely, Meowth. A bad break there. So Meaty going to further extend that lead going into the 5th world. What's it going to be? Maybe World 7. World 4.
That's going to bring us to Iggy, the other half.
Yep, that's absolutely right. It will be Iggy at the end, but they're going to have to build that bridge, and Meaty not going to like to see this. It's 5-3, one of the longest levels in the game.
What would you say is a longer level, 5-3 or Atlantis?
Oh, Atlantis easily, but 7-5 is also pretty long too. But 5-3 can get quite annoying because you have to go from to the right side to the left side, down the pipe, from the left side to the right side. It's quite long. I mean, it's not the most annoying level in the world. I still think 7-5, 5-9, Atlantis are more annoying, but 5-3, yeah, people, if they try to skip it if they have a Jugum Cloud. Magoo does take down the 6F2 fort, so now he's on his way to the Muncher run in 7-7.
You gotta wonder, though, if Iggy's gonna be on par with his twin Lemmy.
Very well could be, as Meaty does avoid the fireworks there. That's about a 5-second time penalty or so. Would get 5 extra lives, which you never know could come in handy, especially on Magoo's side, who's only got 1 extra life left.
And you know he does not want to get a game over here, because if he does, it may... What's that thing Bryce says? It may as well be the end of dog racing.
That's exactly the phrase. Right you are. In any event, Meaty picking up a P-Wing there. Now it's eeny, meeny, miny, mo. He's going to take the fort. Hopefully this one builds the bridge. He's in the Navy, folks.
In the Navy. Be all you can be in the Navy.
So again, we've got one of the Bowser military branches on the board here. MidiGuy making quick work of it with those auto scrollers turned off. Magoo, let's see what happens here at the end of 5-4. Remember that Boss Bass took down MidiGuy right at the end there, but this time Boss Bass leaving Magoo alone.
Maybe he felt bad for him.
Look at this. That was the correct fort. That built the bridge, so MidiGuy's all set.
Wow, and
unfortunately having a little bit of problems with those flame jets here in the World 7 airship.
but Iggy's awaiting him, adjusting his glasses and and making sure his pocket protector hasn't fallen out again.
Magoo now makes his way to the World 6 airship where the four...
Oh, and Iggy is a total nerd today. One hitter.
He certainly is, Meowth. MidiGuy will love to see that because of all the Koopalings, Iggy tends to have the wonkiest hitbox. All the Koopalings can hitbox others. I mean, we saw Wendy do a double hitbox in a race earlier, so I mean, but Iggy's the most notorious for dealing that hitbox damage there. MidiGuy's got to love to see that one hitter.
And there's 1, 2, 3, and 4 for Larry. Larry goes downtown.
Yep, Magoo takes care of the Earthquake Mario. And there's a frog suit from the Princess as we go to World 7. And that is going to mean that World 5, I believe, will be last.
And that, I believe this means...
Whoa! That's one of the fastest World 7s you will ever see, Meowth!
What? What do you mean?
First pipe took him to the exit island. He just has to clear this piranha stage, and he's at the castle already.
Oh my lord!
And that is, you love to see that. There was only one fort. This is the World 4 airship. Ludwig von Koopa's going to wait. He's going for the P-speed strats. Absolutely perfect there. MidiGuy going to check the block here. He's going to get a fire suit. That could come in handy.
Let's see how much Ludwig is going to be composing. There it's gone.
At least 4. Oh, then there's the moonshot. He's a maximum.
Oh, he's composing a whole concert today. A 5-header.
Yep, and that's another one. He got hitboxed by Ludwig von Koopa there with that moon jump. That moon jump that he loves to do. Very dangerous.
And we see Magoo facing half a sun. Could someone get the sun something? I think he's half the sun he used to be.
He certainly is. Like, I don't know if the glass is half empty or half full, and Magoo is going to go ahead and pick up the stars. I kind of can't blame him for that, Meowth. He was down to just 1 extra life, so he needed the insurance to avoid a game over.
Oh, no question.
And let's take a look. Actually, in Bowser's letter, you have to look at your inventory to find out. In the normal vanilla game, Meowth, you don't get anything from Bowser. In the randomizer, we do give a special surprise gift, but you've got to check the inventory to find out what it is. Meanwhile, this is 6F3, the carpet fort, where MidiGuy is right now. And now Magoo's going to be in the Navy.
That's all you can be in the night. I already did that joke.
Right. Oh, Magoo getting a little bit showboaty with that bomb and ended up losing his power-up.
I don't know about you, but those big cannonballs used to give me the creeps. I don't know, just something about them.
Ah, I can see why you would say that. Absolutely. They are very intimidating and they move very quickly.
Maybe it's Phantom memories, I don't know.
Well, it could be Phantos. Luckily, we don't have to deal with those here in Super Mario Bros. 3. So, MidiGuy going to check the pipe here, and Tower's not going to be required, just going to have to get through a couple of panels. Going to use the frog suit. Oh, no!
Oh, and this one, I believe this is 5-9. The other level, we cannot turn all the scroll off.
Correct. Does he have a Jugum Cloud? He does not. So that, unfortunately, was a waste of a frog suit. He might have just wanted to change it up because, you know, having a frog suit in this level is actually more of a hindrance.
Now, I said this earlier. Oh, and Magoo falls short.
Oh, he took the long, long fall there in that World 7 airship. You hate to see it. And that was the one case where MidiGuy wanted to use the frog suit just so that he get a power-up, but unfortunately, that timing could not have been worse for him. Magoo having some trouble getting through, is able to duck down, and is going to skip the power-up, though. So don't forget that Ludwig von Koopa was, and this wasn't Ludwig, he was a one-hitter. It's the next one where Ludwig's the 5-hitter.
That's correct. And what he's going to find out World 6 is a breeze.
He will find that indeed. Don't have to play the tower stage, just have to get through panel 1, and we've got Boss Bass.
And I think he's hungry for seconds.
Yep, it's 7-2, and because he's got a tail, he can use it to go across that musical note bridge, so that's a very good thing there for me to go. Oh, that was close! Oh, that was a close call, Meowth.
That was probably some pixel manipulation.
Oh, I agree. He had to be a pixel or 2 away from a meal there. That was really close.
Well, question, can't Boss Bass only eat you if you're small, or can he eat you no matter what size you are?
No matter what. The only way he can't eat you is if you have a star. So it is the World 5 airship, and we do have Roy, our boy, Koopa. But is he really going to be our boy, or is he going to be a weakling Koopa? 1 hit. Oh, that's not enough.
Yeah.
2 hits. No. 3. 3. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, MidiGuy will be the first one to enter World 8. Unfortunately, Magoo taking the wrong pipe, and that's going to... Oh, you hate to see it. Routing can do that to you, Meowth.
Oh, absolutely. And he can turn this from a breeze into, well, let's just say a bully.
All right. So, now, MidiGuy, people in chat, predict how many bridges it is going to take to build the path to Bowser's Castle as he picks up a Jugum Cloud. It could be anywhere between 0 through 4. Well, we know it's not 4 because there's a lock there, so it's 3 or less.
I'm gonna go with 0.
Ooh, you feeling a 0 is due? Very well could happen. I'm gonna say 1.
Zycat, 4 is impossible because there is a lock.
And 1 it is. Wouldn't this be something if 5F1 built that bridge? This would be one of the fastest World 8s you'd ever see.
MidiGuy could hit a sub 30.
Take a look at the clock. He very well could get a sub 30.
Having a little bit of a hiccup, and there we go with MidiGuy.
Meanwhile, Magoo, yeah, he did not have any hammers like MidiGuy did. That was the determination right there. Remember, hammers break locks. Does that? It builds the bridge.
Oh, is this going to be a sub? There's going to be a sub 29.
Oh, it should be a sub 29. Plus, he's got the fire suit, which he'll try to get the fire kill on with Bowser.
35 hits.
That's right. All right.
Oh, MidiGuy has to feel proud right now.
Yeah, he's got to feel real good about his performance here in game number 1. Gets the Everman's clip on the first try. Now let's see what he decides to do. He's going to go for the top clip to Bowser. Nope, he didn't duck.
Let's see, can he get it the second time? Nope. Can he get it the third time? Nope.
And he's just gonna cash in his chips now. He may lose that fire suit depending on what the pattern is of the fireballs and if there's a laser at the end.
But at this point, I think even without the fire suit, he's got this wrapped up.
Oh, absolutely. It was just a matter of what his final time is going to be, as Magoo is now playing 6-7 here. Again, MidiGuy having the hammer to break that lock where Magoo did not have that hammer. And again, one of the things I like to bring up, resource management here. And MidiGuy, more or less, has been perfect on his resources.
Absolutely. And I think even without the fire suit, he's going to hit a sub 29. No, I'm positive he's going to hit a sub 29.
As long as he doesn't get hit on the line of fire here on this last ground pound, he'll have it. He's got it.
Oh, get your GGs out for MidiGuyDP with a sub 29. Let me pull up the official time. One momento, por favor.
Yeah, that's a really, really fast randomizer time. One of the fastest you might see in the tournament.
Okay, I have its official time. 28:16.
Yeah, that's an amazing time right there. I mean, the only thing that could have improved MidiGuy's time even more is if he took the chance in World 6. Remember that Magoo took that chance and it ended up paying off for him? If MidiGuy would have taken that same chance, yeah, he probably could have shaved another minute off. But still, that's a phenomenal time.
Oh, anything short of sub 30, that is freaking impressive.
Here's Magoo now getting close to the end of this world here. He'll get the hammer, and he's probably thinking to himself, order of operations game.
That's a game just saying.
It most certainly is. So Magoo now in the World 4 airship, but he's going to have to play this. He'll go ahead and pick up the question block, and there will be a power-up waiting for him at the end. We'll see if he's able to hang on to it.
But let's cheer on Magoo is adorable. Let's help him get through this race. Right? Let's get a cheer in the chat. Go Magoo! Go Magoo!
Oh, there's that high jump again coming into play against, and it happens twice. He's gotten hitbox twice. Oh, he still has to get 2 more hits. Meowth. Now he needs to get 1 more hit. Clutch.
I think there may be a slight delay, but I see.
Oh, it's because I had my restream down. Whoops! I was actually watching the stream and not the restream. But yes, he did make it. In any event, he'll be on his way to World 5, the penultimate world before World 8. Now, the reason why Magoo is playing this out is because even though he has lost the race, he still wants to turn in a good time rather than putting a forfeit in.
Well, obviously, it's a matter of honor.
Absolutely. So,
I mean, yeah. If you're really doing bad and you're still like on World 1, I can sympathize, saying like, he can eat my shorts.
Yep. The old Bart Simpson reference there.
Well, I was trying to keep it. Oh, and he gets disco waffled.
Yeah, that part in the carpet fort with those 2 carpet boos and the disco waffles, very tough to negotiate when you're small.
You know, I tried to think of a better name for them. I think disco waffles is perfect.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people like to call the roto discs, is the disco waffles. That is the technical term for the enemy. They're called rotor discs, but we call them disco waffles.
So what about you? Waffles or pancakes?
Me? Well, that's a tough one. I like them both.
For me, when he gets a spike!
Yep, jumped too far there, trying to avoid the carpet boo there. So 6F3 kind of living up to its reputation to be one of the more difficult forts. It's another one.
Oh, it's a comedy of errors.
Yeah, this unfortunately has not been the kind of 6F3 that Magoo envisioned tonight.
Oh, come on, let's give him some Yes, Chibi Kachi, give him some cheers. Go Magoo! Go Magoo!
All right, and he's able to get through the thwomp there. Now he should have some breathing room trying to get past this part. Does lose his power-up, but now it should be a little bit easier as he goes to the left side. What do we have? 2 boos. Unfortunately, he's going to have to deal with that crazy hot foot, and he's going to have to do some bobbing and a weaving to avoid everything. Gets by. Take down Boom Boom.
That's what I was going to say.
Nice job. So next up, Magoo, he's looking at his inventory. He's not going to use anything here for 4-4.
Those are some nice words, irregular gamer. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yep, Magoo doing a really good job. You know, he was pretty close for a majority of this race, but MidiGuy absolutely just turned it on in the end. But again, a big reason for that was, you know, his resource management was a little bit better than Magoo's. And, you know, the big skip there at World 7 had the hammer to go break the lock that took him to the pipe to get to the end. Otherwise, if you didn't have the hammer, you had to pretty much play it out.
You know what? You could say you even play... With a game like this, you want to play it in a way like Resident Evil. You want to reserve everything until you absolutely need to use it.
Absolutely. I mean, and yes, so you're taking a chance. Do you use the resources now and hope they're not needed later, or do you risk holding it too long and end up not using them when you could have used it earlier? So it's always a gamble when you play the randomizer.
I think it's a gamble with any game like that.
Oh, no question about it, Meowth. We're going to panel number 4 again. This is 5-9, but because Magoo does not have a cloud, he has to play it through.
And again, it's one of the 2 stages where, because it's a diagonal, all the scrolling needs to be on.
That is correct. This stage, Atlantis, and also the coin heavens, those auto scrollers remain on. So you'll never see runners take the coin heavens except for one. The one on 3-7, you may see runners take that one because there is an item at the end, and they might roll the dice and hope for something good.
Well, wait, okay, I get 5-9 and Atlantis not having auto scroll to it up, but why coin heaven?
No idea. That's a good question. I'm not sure. Fred.
Oh, and Magoo falls! Oh, yeah. You hate to see it.
Yeah, Meowth. The fire chomps, the momentum he gained off of that fire chomp unfortunately caused him to miscalculate that jump.
I don't like fire chomps. They cause me to die.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the reason why a lot of people hated 5-9, because you had to deal with a few fire chomps on your way up, and some of the jumps are really, really tricky, especially towards the end. Like this one right here.
This stage always frightened me because, I say, it's like with the Air Force. You need pixel-perfect timing, and unlike with the Air Force, you have to have auto-scroll on this. You can't just take your time.
All right, this time he was able to correct that jump there. He's almost at the end and gets... having a little bit of trouble getting up, but he gets through.
A little bit of a head bonk.
I think we've done that one too many times while playing this game, but no matter...
I did that just waking up this morning.
All right, so he knows he can skip the tower stage, so now it's time back with that Boss Bass 7-2. Now, because he doesn't have a tail, he won't be able to do the skip.
He's taunting Boss Bass.
At this point, he might just be having a little bit of fun here. He's building a little bit of that bridge again. Since he didn't have a tail, you got to do that unless you know the P-speed strats. Hopefully Magoo nails this jump here, but unfortunately, this Paragoomba's having something to say about that. He literally got Matumbo'd there.
You know, one of these days I have to ask you who Matumbo is.
Dikembe Mutombo, he was a famous basketball player known for his blocks.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned that.
Yep.
Man, I'm a doof.
Oh, it's all right. Not everybody can be a sports fan like me.
Amen.
All right, moving on to the final airship, the World 5 airship with Roy.
Oh, boy, Roy. A fun fact, you know what Roy's named after?
Let me see. If this game was made like 15 years after, I'd have said Roy Jones Jr.
I know what all 7 of them are named after.
Who? What are they named after?
Roy is named after Roy Orbison.
Really?
Lemmy and Iggy are named after Lemmy Kilmister and Iggy Pop. Wendy O. Cooper is after Wendy O. Williams. Morton after Morton Downey Jr. Ludwig for Ludwig von Beethoven. And Larry for... You know, I do not know who Larry's is named after. Larry the Cable Guy?
Why not? How about Larry King?
Rest in peace, Larry King. We miss you.
Indeed. The more you know, folks, as we go to the final world. Well, if Magoo takes the same path... Right. If Magoo takes the same path as MidiGuy, he will be able to get this done quick. Oh, that was a couple of hand stages. So once again, Magoo taking an alternate path than MidiGuy. So this is where World 8 definitely could have been the great equalizer, because MidiGuy chose one path and Magoo's taken the other.
You know, I'm really trying to think of who Larry's named after, but let's focus on this. I can look that up later.
All right, so this is 4F2, the donut fort. Magoo making quick work of it. Just needs to take down Boom Boom. Yep. Yeah, you've got that, and you've got 5-5. It'd be kind of funny if both of them were in the same World 8, but we'll probably never know unless they get grabbed by hands. We've seen 2 hands on this screen already.
I've got 2 hands. We know.
Ooh, that's
Evil J. Brian saying Larry Mullen Jr., co-drummer of U2. Was U2 even around back then?
Oh, yes, they were. You better believe they were. They were definitely big in the late 80s, so, yep, they definitely would have been. So, Magoo sees the one bridge, but he's going to see the good news when he beats 5F1 that this fort builds the bridge.
Getting past the... Oh, and he gets past the first disco waffle and the second puts butter on him.
Yep, so Magoo's going to have to try it again. He's only got 2 extra lives left. He's trying to conserve on his inventory, it would appear. This time being just a little bit more careful, and he's going to pick up a star here, so he's going to run for it. And that's a good utilization of the star there, so he shouldn't have too much trouble finishing this off.
Yeah, but Boom Boom could throw in the wrench, and he does not.
Not in this case, but we have seen Boom Boom taking out a couple of people so far in the tournament, and when that happens, runners are generally not pleased about that.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of them break their controllers.
In any event, Magoo is ready to go, so now he's in Bowser's. Oh, he tried to do the gusto move there, Meowth, and he got burned.
The gusto move?
Yeah, sometimes you just run underneath the lasers and you don't get hit. I don't do that. I always go on top of them.
That just seems reckless.
Well, I mean, I get it. It is faster, but you're right. You are taking a chance. All right, so he's trying to get this clip, but having some problems here. There, he's got it.
He's got the everyman's clip. Now, I get why they call it the everyman's, because it's the easiest to do, but at the same time, it looks really tricky.
It can be tricky. It is trickier than it looks, but it is the easiest clip, and they call it the everyman's clip because every man should know how to perform that clip. It doesn't matter if you're good or bad at it. You should at least know how to do the clip. Let's take a look at the question block. As he's taking the bottom path, we saw maybe I take the top path. He gets a fire flower.
Oh, so he has a chance for a fire kill after all.
He does indeed, but he's... Look at the pattern of these fireballs!
Whoa! That was an awesome jump. Right?
That was a barrage, but thankfully, those are the last fireballs. No laser at the end.
He threaded the needle.
He did thread the needle. All right, 35 fireballs.
He's going to try to give Bowser a bit of a hothead.
That's what he's trying. All right, he's trying to get the last. He gets
and he does. He does. Give it up for Magoo is adorable. Get your GGs ready.
All right, valiant effort there from Magoo. It is MidiGuy who does take the first game.
But let's see what MidiGuy... And Magoo's time is going to be 41:38. Not that bad of a time.
Yeah, not bad at all. You know, in most situations...
not play like butt.
Yeah, most situations that would probably be a winning time. But yeah, MidiGuy played a really solid race.
Absolutely. All right, now we're going to just take 5 minutes to get everything set for the next flag, and in the meantime, how's everybody doing tonight?
This has been a very, very interesting set of matches so far.
Kalis, this is, I believe, the last match for tonight. Big Mac, if you can come into the chat, it's live.
Yep, right now this is definitely live. We just got done with the first of the 2 games here. We're going to have a second game coming up between Magoo and MidiGuy. MidiGuy, the flags he has chosen. There will be the end card game, which we didn't see in this game. But this time, hammers will not break locks. They can only break boulders.
And that's definitely going to make it a little bit trickier. Especially since, if I'm not mistaken, there's only breakable boulders in a handful of the stages.
Yes, you are correct. I believe World 2 has a boulder that you could do. World 3 has some boulders. World 4 does too, but they are not of any use in the speed run. World 5 has them, and World 6 has them as well. So, yeah, limited spots where you can use that hammer.
Now, question. Why do some copies of the game call it the Castle of Koopa, others the Castle of Koopa, and others just Darkland?
It depends on which release you have. Like the cart, you might have PRG 0 versus PRG 1. It depends on which version of the cartridge you own.
But aren't most of these people using emulator copies?
Well, when they use an emulator, there's more than one type of file that they could possibly use for their EverDrive. So there's multiple versions of the same game depending on when it was released. The same thing can be said, for example, Legend of Zelda. The first release, when you would game over, it would say continue, save, retry, or I believe those are the options, something like that. In the later release, it says the same thing, but on the bottom, it gives a warning about turning off the power or whatever to avoid losing your save data. That's something that you see in a later version of the same game.
And Magoo's I think he's trying to get into the studio for an interview, but we don't do that until after both races.
Yeah, exactly. We have to do both races first, I do believe, before we have the interviews. Yes.
I can understand he's excited to talk to you because you're a great commentator, but we have an order of operations here.
Yep, absolutely. Once they get the second race done, we can have interviews. We can talk about both races at that point.
Now, question for you: why did they add that warning in Legend of Zelda?
Because sometimes when you would turn off the cartridge, your saved data would be erased. So by hitting the reset button while turning it off would prevent that from happening.
And this is an example of how far we've come with video game technology. Granted, with my Xbox One, I have to do something similar when it freezes. Kalis is asking about Lost Kingdoms 1. Does that have... I think LOZ is just checking in, making sure everything is set up for the next race. So, in the meantime, how's everybody doing tonight? Does anyone in the chat want some shout-outs?
Yes, please make sure you give both of our runners today, Magooisadorable and MidiGuyDP, a foul. And of course, we have Meowth of Team Rocket as my co-commentator partner for tonight's race. Game number 2 will be coming up soon.
Valve 9's can break slock hammers. Clever. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are just about ready to start the second match of Magoo is Adorable versus MidiGuyDP. LOZ, do you have any predictions on how this match is going to go?
Well, this is going to be very interesting indeed because we have a different flag set than the one that you saw in race number 1. This time, it's still the Group 2 stage flags, but this time we have the end card game in play where they can pick up some valuable inventory. But this time, hammers will not break locks. They will only break boulders. So hammers not going to be as useful this time around as they were in game number 1. So we'll see how this plays out for both runners. What do you think the first world's going to be, Meowth?
I'm picturing World 4.
That's a good guess here. Okay, I am going to say, now we started with 2 last time. I'm going to say 6.
All right, anyone in chat, do you guys have guesses? What word do you think we're going to start with? And anyone who says 8, we are going to know you're trolling.
Exactly, or some number that's not between 1 through 8.
I did this once. We had some person guess 100,000.
Reverse world order is what Zero Wing says. We can only hope.
Zero Wing, that's your guess every time.
Well, he's hoping that one of these wins. He's hoping that
one of these
-1. -1. Minus world. The old Super Mario 1 reference there. All right, so looking at the records, with MidiGuy's win over Magoo, he is now 2-1 in Group E. So he's looking to improve to 3-1 and give him an excellent chance of advancing to the bracket stages. Magoo's got to see if he can pick this win up and make things interesting in that group.
Yeah, but remember, Magoo is no slouch, as we saw in the last match, and anything can happen.
Absolutely. As I mentioned,
divide by 0. Can I say it?
Very funny.
No, I was going to go with, where's that ban button?
No, not here.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know.
All right, let's go ahead. We're going to get this started in a moment.
I didn't know. I apologize. What world? Now we're getting some crazy guesses. Scarface Nico 9, really?
Now, the funny thing about World 9 is that's the world that comes up when you use a warp whistle, but again, no warp whistles. Yeah,
and you can't really play World 9. You just scoot around in it.
Yeah, that's correct. So I've let both of these runners know, we're ready to go, so they can begin at any time. So they should be on the clock soon.
Yeah, we seem to be having some some frame hiccups with MidiGuyDP.
All right, looks like they are going to be underway in just a few moments here because I see that the timer has been activated in the room. So we should have the action coming to you shortly.
World 69, dude. Whoa.
No comment.
World 23.
Well, 23 is number 1. All right, I see the countdown on Meaty's screen here. So, yeah, we're going to be underway in the next few seconds here. So, last chance to get those predictions in.
And World 6.
Look at that. A lot of people got it right, including myself. And look at this happening.
We started with Atlantis. Oh!
And they have to plan me out. There is no choice.
Oh! That is the worst stage you can start with.
Oh, I know it is.
You don't have anything to make it easy. You just have to go normal. Oh! And already Midi takes a fall.
Yeah, already does. Magoo, so good.
Brutal doesn't begin to describe it. This is a nightmare.
It most certainly is. But right now, Magoo doing the best he can do with what the game has given him. He's got to make this jump. Look out. Oh, boy. That's another reason why Atlantis is tough. That jump right there. Magoo gets that power up.
Oh, this is a 75-second stage. Can you imagine getting and he loses his bigness.
Yeah.
Can you imagine getting all the way to the end and then you fall?
Or getting hit by the Hammer Bro here, because he's going to have to get past this Hammer Bro, but it's just a regular boomerang, so he is fine.
Oh, and Magoo is the first one to finish Atlantis. Oh.
Yep, so Magoo's going to take an early lead here. Now it's decisions. He's going to take this pipe. Is this going to end up being a troll pipe? It is. So the pipes, look at where those pipes are out. They're useless this time.
Oh. And Midi finishes Atlantis.
Yep, and
surprisingly not that many falls this time.
By the way, good survival there by Magoo. That's a difficult stage there, the Hammer Brothers stage when you're underwater and small. Takes them both down and picks up a P-Wing. MidiGuy's going to have the desert variety, and this one's a little bit tougher.
Oh, MidiGuy nearly collided.
That was probably a pixel away, as we are now on 6-7 for Magoo. Or no, this is not 6-7, I beg your pardon. This is 6-2. I don't think I've ever seen those 4 pipes in World 6 be adjacent to each other like that. That's got to be a first.
First, and it's kind of funny when you think about it.
Yeah, that's 2 sets of troll pipes if I've ever seen them there. As Magoo is going to keep the lead now on MidiGuy, but MidiGuy, a much cleaner 6-2, so he is going to gain a little bit of time now. Magoo, Sledgehammer Bros underwater. Nice job.
Oh, I call them the Jumbo Bros.
Yeah, the Jumbo Bros, and picks up a music box. Could come in handy in World 7. Hey, somebody was calling. Hey, Mew Mew fan was calling for 5-9. He got his wish, but MidiGuy has options. He's going to take the 100-coin fine and take the other panel. And now we have 4-1.
Can you honestly blame him?
No. So here we go. Picks up the leaf there for Magoo. MidiGuy takes care of the bros. Picks up a Jugum Cloud.
Ah, the Jugum Cloud, the round jewel.
Of course, they probably wish they would have had that Jugum Cloud for Atlantis, but who knows? Maybe if we see 7-5, they could use it then.
Now, maybe it's just me, but I'd use it on 5-9 because, like I said before,
yeah.
It's quite a tense level.
Yeah, for once, we don't have 3F2 in World 8. We've got 3F2 right here in the beginning. So a pretty easy fort here for Magoo. So barring a catastrophe, he should keep that lead on MidiGuy. MidiGuy using the screen scrolling skip to avoid the Hammer Bro.
Let's just hope we didn't give the commentator's curse.
Right. He should be fine still as Big Mario, so I wouldn't be too concerned about this. MidiGuy's going to skip the power-up, forego a possible Fire Flower there, as Magoo does take down Boom Boom, so very good. He is still in the lead.
And that opens up the lock. Nice.
Indeed it is. That might have been the only way. This might be one of those linear worlds here, as we now have 7-2. Oh, that's gonna be tough for Magoo, because now he's gonna have to negotiate the rest of the 7-2 very carefully, especially when he get a pile driver.
Oh, he gets squished.
Yep, he got pile driver there by that mini Goomba pile driver, and that is gonna flip flop the lead now. Oh, but MidiGuy having some problems.
Oh,
and he takes a death.
He gets red shelled.
Wow.
Oh, the humanity.
This is nuts. This time, Magoo takes down the pile driver, so he should have a better shot here, but he's still going to have to be careful of those piranha plants. Oh, and that angry sun, too. There's going to be an angry sun.
Oh.
So MidiGuy is back in front, but look out for that sun. He's in there.
And MidiGuy finishes it first, but Magoo is not too far behind, barring a catastrophe.
Yeah, that sun, though, remember, it's in play. Where is he? Look out. He's through. Next up, panel one more Angry Sun, and this time it's 2-1.
Yeah, but now Midi's got the star, so if the sun comes down, well, we're going to go extinct.
Well, MidiGuy's just going to make a run for it here as Magoo picks up his star, and MidiGuy is through. Magoo going to pick up that same star, and he's going to he's going to skip the power up too, so he's going to have to be careful. That Angry Sun is going to be trying to beat down on him. Oh boy.
Oh, that one was way too. Whoa! And
nice moves.
Oh, I could feel my heart race.
Here's MidiGuy in 1-4. He's going to try to avoid the fireworks here. Should be able to, and does.
And Magoo's going to go for the end card game, maybe to get some backup.
Ooh, it's going to be tough to match that 20.
Oh, and he gets nothing.
So he'll have to remember that for next time, because remember, the prizes that you see on screen don't necessarily correspond to what you actually receive. You have to check your inventory to find out. Oh, and Magoo picking the wrong panel there. That was the Hammer Brothers Party Mix hand stage. You might pick panel 2 this time. Oh, he's going to P-wing it.
And MidiGuy's on his way to face off against Lemmy.
You are correct there, and it is the World 7 airship, the longest airship in the entire game. So you got to make sure that you don't fall off of these platforms, as we have a mushroom as the prize for all 3 hand stages in this sea.
Okay, that's 1, 2. Hey, advice for Lemmy: get rid of the ball. It's not doing you any favors.
Oh, but MidiGuy, that's a 5-hitter. He was a jumbo shrimp tonight.
Now I want jumbo shrimp.
But, yeah, Magoo not that far behind, and he's going to have a raccoon tail, which will make negotiating this stage a little bit easier than what MidiGuy had to play with. So,
and Jaded Faith is already guessing we're going to see World 5 next. I'm predicting World 1.
Good guess. I'm going to say 3. Oh, Magoo letting Lemmy get away here. He's in trouble. But gets the 5th and final hit. It was 2, so Chibi Cage nails it. Very good.
Man, am I ever going to get one of these right?
Well, let's see. Checking the... Unfortunately, going to have to play through both forts, it appears, as we now have donuts. It's 5-5.
Homer would love this stage. Everyone else hates it.
Well, 5-5's not all that bad, but if the enemy set is bad like these ones, it can get a little bit dicey, but MidiGuy gets through. So a star pickup for the letter, and we've now got, the super tanks.
Now, maybe it's just me, but don't the super tanks in the Army look similar?
They are similar, but it's just that the tanks are much bigger than in the first one. So that they are similar looking. You're right.
And Magoo takes out the Jumbos. I like that name, the Jumbos.
And picks up a hammer, so that'll be very good. Unfortunately, hammers do not break locks, so he is still going to have to play both forts. So yeah, both forts are required. That did break the lock, but he's going to play this fort rather than go around. I guess he wanted to just go through the stage. He's got 6F2 to deal with.
And Magoo picks up a star.
Now Magoo's going to be playing the donut level in 5-5. MidiGuy trying to finish up this ice fort here. Should be able to do so. MidiGuy let Boom Boom spread his wings a little bit there. That could have gotten ugly, but MidiGuy survives.
As does Magoo. And now MidiGuy has a direct path to go against.
It's going to be Morton. He's going for the P-speed strats here on this World 4 airship. Worked out last time for him. Let's see if it works out again. No problem.
And he picks up a leaf for good measure.
All right, so let's see how salty Morton became in this one. One hitter.
Oh, not salty at all!
Oh, Bowser put him on the low sodium diet there, Meow. Too much salt for Morton, and down he goes. So we're moving on to the next world. What's going to be next, ladies and gentlemen?
I'm going to stick with World 1.
Now, interesting, Magoo also is going to play the fort instead of going around. I mean, unless I'm seeing things, they could have just went around. Am I seeing things or not?
No, I think you're right.
Interesting. He does have to play it. Okay. Then I am seeing things. I must be seeing things. In any event, it's an anchor from the princess.
And I'm wrong again! Wait, there's this World 3 on level 3? Fred!
Indeed, it is 3-on-3. And speaking of 3, it's the 3-9 beta. Alright, Magoo trying to get through 6F2, has a tail. Gonna let it come to him, and it should be no problem. He got him. 3-9 beta complete for MidiGuy. So he's established a little bit of a lead on Magoo for sure, but still a long ways to go.
Yeah, but don't count Magoo out yet.
Oh, I get it. The fort blocks the intersection. So even though it didn't look like he had to play, that's right. The fort blocks the intersection. And you have to have a Jugum Cloud to skip it. So, yep, I was seeing things. In any event, it's 6F1, the escalator fort for MidiGuy now.
And Magoo not going for the P strategy, surprisingly.
Well, he might be one of those runners that just opts not to do it. I mean, there are some strategies that some runners know that others may not. So that might be the case for Magoo.
I bet he's glad that Morton's on a low sodium.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with that kind of arena where you've got all the bumps there. So, yeah, he's got to be thrilled that he's just a one-hitter. MidiGuy's going to play the end card game for the first time and see if he can pick up any items. But for him, just like Magoo, no match, the board goes back.
It's like losing at classic concentration.
Well, I was thinking original concentration with that reference, but close enough.
Wait, there were two?
Yeah, the original concentration before classic concentration. Absolutely, as MidiGuy picks up a frog suit. The item was an anchor that the princess gave both Magoo and MidiGuy after World 2. Now that anchor can be anything except it cannot be a hammer and it cannot be a warp whistle. Meanwhile, MidiGuy has found the way out, and it is the World 3 airship. Let's see how beefy Wendy's gonna be.
We've got 5 levels of beefiness.
Side salad again? Wow.
I think Wendy's watching her weight.
I think she is too. Wendy did not come to play tonight, folks.
She's like, oh, I'm bored.
Exactly. All right, so that was a quick World 3 there for MidiGuy. Meanwhile, Magoo looking at his options here, trying to find the way out.
I'm the king of the world! Ow.
So now Magoo's going to play 6F1 as well, because I do believe there was a lock. Oh, did you see that, Meowth? The item from the princess was a Hammer Brother suit. We did not see that in Game 1.
It's hammer time!
Yep, so now...
I am so sorry for that joke.
Oh, MidiGuy is a meal.
Bit of a nom-nom for Boss Bass.
4-5 does him in, so he's going to have to play it again. Going to use the music box to put those Hammer Bros to sleep. but he's going to have to make sure he gets through on this guy. If he doesn't, might be a chance for MidiGuy to gain some ground, and unfortunately the star runs away from MidiGuy, so he's going to have to play the rest of this on his own, as Magoo does take care of 6F1.
Oh, you can just tell Boss Bass is like, I want more.
I agree. All right, so Magoo now just needs to find the path to the castle. Unfortunately, he's gotten lost. He picked the wrong pipe. Or maybe that was the right pipe. No! MidiGuy playing one of the ugliest stages of the game. This is 6-6. A nasty level.
Why do you think it's 6-6?
Yeah, it's cursed. Yes, it is.
It's a number of... Oh, and he gets mini bloopered.
A nanny blooper, got him. Oof. Now he has a Jugum Cloud, which he's not gonna. It's not gonna matter because he has to play this stage anyways. He's gonna use the frog suit to try to negotiate through the water.
Now I said this earlier with TX. Maybe it's just me, but the frog suit just seems really impractical. I mean, there's only a handful of levels where you can use it, and even in those, it's kind of a hit or miss.
Right, it's situational in terms of the frog suit. I mean, the frog suit, at the very least counts as 2 power-ups. I mean, it might not be the greatest power-up in the game, but it does provide that extra protection. But yes, I see where you're going with. Oh no! He just got cheaped.
Oh, just like that, the lead is closing.
Yeah, Magoo is closing in on him, but remember, Magoo's going to have to play that same 6-6, so this is getting interesting now, Meowth.
It is indeed.
I mean, 6-6 is, again, depending on the enemy set and whatnot, is one of the nastiest levels in the game.
And it's showing how nasty it can be today.
Yep, so here's Magoo now. He's in 4-5. Remember that MidiGuy got eaten up by Boss Bass his first time around. So if Magoo can get through the first time, he could gain some tremendous ground on MidiGuy. Unfortunately, going to lose that Fire Flower. And he's going to lose his other power-up as well. Magoo is in a little bit of trouble.
Oh,
and MidiGuy finally does get through. And Magoo gets through on the first try. So he has cut the gap, but he's going to be in the same... He's going to have the same fun that MidiGuy just had with 6-6.
Yeah, but doesn't Magoo have a Jugum Cloud he could use?
Here's the problem, though, Meowth. You have to play it because you see where the fort is? It's at a dead end because the fort builds the bridge as MidiGuy, unfortunately, taking a death in 5F1. And Magoo picking up the match.
And he only gets one thing, but was it something good?
No, he got a music box. That's it.
High risk, low reward.
So it turns out that the 10 coin cards, Meowth. Oh, and there's 6-6. Now Magoo knows. Oh, he's going to go for the Yuki. I don't blame him.
Oh, and he loses it right away. But there's a Fire Flower, and he's not gonna go for it.
I'm kind of surprised he wouldn't go after that because it really could have helped him out in this part. So MidiGuy, he's at the end. That Paradox Pipe took him to the very end, and we have the World 1 airship this time.
Yeah, but MidiGuy is without any extra lives. If he falls here, he's going all the way back.
Yeah, but he's not going to really lose much because remember, that bridge will still be built for him. So even if he does take a game over, the time loss isn't going to be as extreme as you would think. As Roy goes down.
Roy's only a 3-hitter tonight.
All right, so MidiGuy going to move on to the next level. Magoo got to get through the last part. Look out for that Paragoomba. He's in. Whoa!
Oh, that's just trolly. That is just trolly.
Magoo almost slipped into that piranha plant right there, that Patooey. That could have been disastrous.
Oh. Oh, my God. My heart pounded for a second. It's like, oh, no, is he going to have to do it all over again?
All right, here's a leaf. So now we've got World 7. Now with no lives left in the till, let's see if he decides to take the intentional game over to restock his lives. Looks like he might not.
Honestly, I would at this point.
It's situational as, oh no, 7F2. And
Magoo gets waffled.
The disco waffle got him. MidiGuy gonna have to play through 7F2. But yeah, whoever rolled this seed, they rolled a dandy.
Yeah, Mayor, you're right. This seed, evil.
And Magoo, well, there's that frog suit not helping him out there.
It's like, hey, I've got a frog suit. Ooh, there's lava.
Pretty much. MidiGuy.
Oh, he gets waffled again.
Ooh, 5F1, not playing kind to Magoo here. As MidiGuy gets the boom boom here in 7F2. There's an end card game. He's going to have to play it whether he likes it or not. New board. Let's see if he can get a match. Finds the stars. About the 20. Did he see the 20? He remembered the 20.
And he gets the 20.
Oh, the
and
one-up.
a one-up.
Now, the one-up did not give him a one-up. As you saw, his life count is
And
still
Magoo
0.
dies again. Oh.
No. MidiGuy trying to clear the board here. But
And he
can't do
wins.
it.
Oh, I thought he was.
He got a lot of. One of them was a Jugum Cloud, though, so that was pretty good.
Oh, and now Magoo gets swamped.
Yep,
This level is
quick.
This level is just picking on him.
It certainly is, and
It's
this,
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
pretty much. This appears to be the level that's going to enable MidiGuy to swing through the back door. Like, again, Magoo was able to get through a 6-6 on the second try, and it actually got right to within MidiGuy, but unfortunately, this fortress has given him all sorts of fits.
I can highly imagine I know how Magoo is feeling right now.
All right, does get by the gauntlet, but still has to take out Boom Boom. Meanwhile, MidiGuy has not found the path to the island yet in World 7. This pipe maze is living up to its name.
And Magoo finally takes out Boom Boom.
I don't think I've ever seen as many pipe checks here in this World 7 as MidiGuy has made. There's the way out, but he's going to have to complete a fort. Is it this fort? Let's see.
And it's Fort Knox.
Well, 7F1 and 7F2 both together yet again.
I wouldn't necessarily call it Fred, though.
Yeah, it's a French vanilla situation, as we like to call it. It's the right levels, but not in the right space. Magoo has to take down Roy, and does so with the 3-hitter. Well done. MidiGuy gets his Tanuki suit out of the bonus room, so he'll be able to escape Fort Knox. Look at MidiGuy. That's just knowing exactly when to take off. That was a beautiful flight there.
I guess you could say it was the flight of the bumblebee.
It very well could be. Now,
That doesn't
Magoo,
make sense. I know.
when he finds 7F2, I mean, it'll be a decision time for him. I don't know if it's...
And that broke the lock!
That was the one. Yeah, we knew that was the one because he had already played 7F2, and that didn't break the lock. The other lock is the one that 7F2 breaks. That one that you see there on Magoo's side. Oh, another nasty level, 7-8. And it looks like this is forced. Even though it doesn't break the lock on the island, this appears to be a forced fort. This MidiGuy does take the pipe. Let's see what we have. A fire flower. I always love seeing the fire flower come out of that box because normally it's supposed to be staying where it is, but it just falls right out. I think that's pretty cool. Magoo doing his best here to get through this 7F2. He's still got a power up. But this intersection, yeah, I figured. This intersection is where things get really tricky, and he's just decided to plow through it. Will get that mushroom right back. So he's still in decent shape as MidiGuy takes care of the Piranha stage, picks up a hammer.
And Magoo just made it through the fort, and now all he has left is Boom Boom.
Yeah, he's got to get through this part. Now he's going to run for it. No!
Oh!
Iframes! You don't get many iframes in this game, and unfortunately, Magoo got a little too careless there. A bad break.
Oh, you hate to see it.
Oh, you really do hate to see it. But yeah, those iframes do not last long in this game. So
And MidiGuy's going after Ludwig, and he's a 3-hitter.
That was either a 3-hitter or he got the fire kill, but in any event, MidiGuy does finish the job. He'll be moving on to the 6th world, and we don't have many choices left, Meowth.
I'm going to say World 1.
Well, you got a 50-50 chance. It's either going to be World 1 or World 4.
Welcome to Movie Phone,
Oh,
where we spoil all your favorite movies.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did. And we're not going to find out unless we check the inventory.
I couldn't even get this one right.
Oh, man, you hate to see it as Magoo gets that mushroom back. Now, which fort is it? Or is it a forced situation? Because remember, he has to find the fort that builds that bridge. There's always going to be a bridge in World 4 as MidiGuy picks up a Jugum Cloud. Let's see if Magoo can get through on the second attempt here. He's going to be a little bit more careful. Certainly can't blame him at this point. Now he's just going to make a run through it after he's gotten rid of one of the dry bones as we find 1-2 on MidiGuy's side. There's 2 and 3. Magoo got him. Nice job.
I actually call 1-2 Infinity Ward because it's the place where you can get the easiest infinite lives.
Correct. If you use a tail and use the Goombas that come out of the pipes there, yeah, you can get some 1-ups. That's absolutely correct. Definitely a viable strategy if you're playing it casually. Not so much in the speedrun, of course. Unless there's like a speedrun category, 1st to 99 live, then you might be talking.
Is there?
Probably not, but there ought to be. That was a good use of a star there by MidiGuy. And once again, Meowth, use a star, get a star. Ooh, it's eeny, meeny, miny, mo. One of those 2 opens the bridge. The other one breaks the lock. He's going for 4F1.
But will it be the one to break the bridge to Terabithia?
Yep. I'm going to tell you right now, if it's not, I'll bet you anything that the next fort is 4F2. I'm calling my shot.
Magoo having to go for the mandatory Tanuki?
Yep, and he's got to be careful. He has no lives left. MidiGuy, not in a much better situation. He only has 1 extra life left. And let's take a look. Did it break the lock? It built the bridge. He chose correctly.
You have chosen wisely.
He certainly did. All right, back to the cards. MidiGuy just going to clean this up. Stars on the upper right, MidiGuy, and he remembered. And he's cleared the board. Very good.
All right, you cleared the board. Get out of here.
So he's got another Jugum Cloud to his name. He's got so many Jugum Clouds. That is just crazy.
He could pretty much make World 8 a joke.
Oh, he certainly could, or even World 7 for that matter.
I forgot World 7.
Yeah, we got World 7, and that's going to end up being World 1. It depends on the layout of the map, whether those Jugum Clouds could come into play. Magoo has found the way out, just has to clear a couple of stages, and he'll be on his way. But again, he's got no lives left, and he's going to have to play 7-8. He's got a Tanuki tail, and oh, good job. He got to the top there.
And MidiGuy making very... Whoa!
Oh!
High-flying boss bass! Watch out!
Take that pipe. I would take that pipe if I was you. Despawn that boss bass. He did. Good. I don't know about you, Meowth, but that scared me.
It scared me too!
Wow. Magoo isn't even going to think about taking that Firefly. He wants to keep that Tanuki suit. So next up, the last stop, World 1.
It's like, la la la, flying through the sky. Oh my goodness!
Oh, look at this. 2 forts, and there is a lock. And again, he's going to have to play the game of 2 forts. Is this the one that's going to break the correct lock, or is he going to have to play the other fort? We got 3F1.
Oh my lord.
It's exciting, I know. Meanwhile,
Very.
on the World 5 airship with the fire suit will be taking on Ludwig von Koopa. Let's see how he handles the fight. Gonna probably go for the fire kill. That moon jump. He's just so famous for Meowth. Takes him down again. He's in trouble. Look at those moon jumps. It's just not fair.
And Ludwig takes him down, and that's a game over!
That was unlucky there by Magoo. He got hitboxed. I don't know what the damage is going to be, Meowth, but that is going to set him back.
And Midi's already on the last airship! Oh my god!
Which means he chose the correct fort once again. He was 2 for 2 on the 50-50s.
Oh, I feel bad for Magoo now.
Good news, Larry was Earthquake. Bad news is he didn't bulk up. And look at this, MidiGuy gets the skip.
Oh, MidiGuy is just blazing again.
Yeah, ever since 5F1, he's turned on the afterburners. Yeah, he's going to have to play 7-8 again. And this time he's not going to have a tail. This could get ugly.
We could see him start using foul language.
All right, people, predict how many bridges there's going to be to build the path to Bowser's Castle. 0 to 4 are your options, and 4 is still in play because I see no locks.
I'm going to go with 4 because I haven't been right so far today.
You know what? I would love to see a 4-bridge World 8. Now, Gamer Cal claims he saw one in a practice seat. I've never seen one myself. I'm going to say 2.
Well, actually, he did show us a clip of one, so we know it's possible.
Right. Wait, do you know where that clip is?
I think it's in the general chat.
All right, I'll have to look to see if I can find it. But in any event, MidiGuy taking down the Boom Boom here. No problem at all. So the World 2 fort is complete, and that very well might have built a bridge that he needed. He's going to have to get through a hand stage. He gets caught!
Oh, and let's see what...
Now, will he play at 2-3?
I believe we have when he falls!
You know what? If he gets caught again, he might just take the game over, but he doesn't get caught. All right, let's take a look. I still see no locks. And now he's on the other side. Still don't see any locks, Meowth. There's one lock on the hand bridge, so that means it could be 3 still. Either guy's trying to find the way out here.
And in the meantime, Magoo
just one bridge.
Oh my goodness!
Which means there were 2 locks in the dark area, or at least one, because I didn't see them there. So just the one bridge.
Oh.
Meanwhile,
can we say it again? Right at this point, this is the end of dog racing.
Yeah, it really is. Here's 6F3, the carpet fort, and MidiGuy is able to get through it no problem at all. Magoo right now is in World 6, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, just like game number 1, one bridge. Did that build the bridge? No,
it didn't.
So it broke one of the locks, so he's going to have to pick one of the other 2. He's going to check the tank stage. Could be World... Yeah, I'm going to say this is the gatekeeper right here. This will be the one that builds the bridge. That's my guess.
Well, you've been right so far on everything else, so...
Why not? It's almost like I generated the seed. Fun fact, though, I didn't. All right. Yeah, World 8 fort is common to see in World 8. I mean, it's rare that you don't see it. To me, there are 2 forts that you tend to see in World 8 more often than that, and that's World 8's fort and 3F2. Oh, Magoo is going for the wrong 50. And by the way, I was right again. 4F2 did pair up with 4F1. We didn't see it on MidiGuy's side, but Magoo's not going to like what he sees when he beats this one.
And he's driving over the hot puts, and that doesn't build a bridge!
I actually got it wrong now, so it's the last fort, whatever it might be, that's going to build that bridge. So it's not going to be
Wait,
that
would you
big.
say this is a Fred? Mew Mew fans saying it's a Fred.
Nah. I mean, I'm dead serious when I say it's common that the World 8 fort is in World 8. It just is. Why? I don't know. But anyways, the Navy is our ticket tonight.
And I already did the joke before, so let's just see how he plays.
Yeah, this is gonna be a really good run here. And he's got the fire suit. Quick kill, no problem. Now Magoo is in 4F1. This will be the one that does build the bridge. Taking the top path, which is the quicker but more dangerous path. Crouch jump? Nope, didn't get it. So MidiGuy has beaten every fort here in World 8. That bridge will be built, so he'll be on to take against Bowser. Remember, he does have a Hammer Bro suit.
He does?
Yep. There it is. All right.
I knew that because I'm paying attention and not a complete dummy.
Right. MidiGuy taking the going over the statues like you should do. Oh, look out for that hot foot.
I think at this point, MidiGuy's got it just wrapped up. All that's left is the cheering.
Now, let's see if he's able to get the top route clip. No, not on the first attempt. Let's see how many attempts. 2, no. So Magoo picks up a star on that stage, does it, and he's going to stop at 3. So it's just like last time. 2 lasers. Man, my goodness. How about the fireballs? Ooh. No laser again. He's gotten through it.
Another needle.
And
bye! And that's it for MidiGuy. Let's get your GGs out for him as I look up the time.
Yeah, just a well-played seed there by MidiGuy. Did have some problems with 6-6, but once he got past 6-6, the afterburners were turned on, and he was pretty much more or less flawless.
And his official time is going to be 37:24.
Yep, so not quite the same dazzling time that we saw in game number 1. Of course, 6-6 had a big role in that, but still an impressive performance nonetheless by MidiGuy. Magoo going to be moving on to World 1, the final world before 8.
Let's give our cheers for Magoo.
Yeah, he definitely played a good race, and he was, again, up until he got to 5F1, He was right there with MidiGuy, but that ended up dooming him right then and there. And MidiGuy taking some great gambles. Speaking of MidiGuy, we do have MidiGuy here in the commentators group with us. GG, well played in both races and some good decisions on those 50-50 gambles.
Yeah, that part definitely worked out there. Though man, that beginning of that second seed, I definitely had quite a few struggles there. 6-6 really kicked me around.
You had some of the hardest levels you could think of, and to open with Atlantis, how gross is that?
And yet you still blazed through all of them.
Well, at the very least, since it was opening with Atlantis, I knew right away that was like, yep, this is something that we both have to do. So no one's getting any shots in skipping this anytime ever. For this seed anyway.
Magoo also picked the correct fort. That was the one that broke the lock here, and he's playing now 6-4.
Oh, so that's the one I skipped a little with the only cloud I was able to use.
Right.
I definitely waited too long to use up those clouds.
Oh yes, we talk about it all the time. Resource management. If you do you use it too soon, or do you hold on to them and end up not being able to use them when the time's up?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I hadn't realized on the way that World 1 is the only one left, and
right,
it's rare. It's rare that you have the opportunity to make that much use of a cloud. I was actually hoping that fort was going to unlock the other log, just to give myself an excuse to use 2 more clouds to go to the other fort, because that's what I would have done.
And that would have made sense in that particular situation there, MidiGuy, but it didn't work out that way. And turns out you didn't really need those extra Jugum clouds. You won pretty handily, but I must say, how about that 6-6?
Oh geez, that was something else.
I know,
that was something else. Like that, get hitbox in such a weird way by that fish on the I think it was
Oh,
my second attempt. Oh
yeah,
man.
that was just really bad luck there. I mean, both of
Yeah.
you ended up getting hitbox in multiple different occasions there. I mean, the Ludwig fight Magoo had a real awful break. He got moon jumped, then he got hitboxed, ended up losing his life there.
Dang. Yeah, that's pretty rough. I know that I was on the edge for a good while, considering I was at 0 lives. When I got to Fort Knox, I wanted to actually take a death, and then I realized, wait, I have 0 lives. This actually won't help. So I was like, okay, no, let's just go back and just do the thing.
You know, if this wasn't a race and I had that situation, I probably would have just gone on a coin grabbing spree in Fort Knox.
Oh yeah, I didn't think of that.
Well, it's not a sound strategy in a race, obviously, because every second counts. But if I was playing this casually, that's what I would be doing.
Yeah, I feel you there. I'd probably do the same. Oh, it looks like Magoo is right away doing the correct fort.
Oh, wow. Can you believe that? Magoo, that's why World 8 is known as the great equalizer, meaty guy. You know, if he didn't have so much struggles with 5F1, and if he would have been close with you going into World 8, he could have taken this from you.
Yeah,
it was like halfway. It was until the halfway mark, neck and neck. It was like, it's going to Magoo, it's going to Midi, Magoo, Magoo.
Oh, that's fun. Those are the best kinds of races.
I
Look
know.
forward to seeing that.
Yep, absolutely.
Then we got Seed 1. Hammers were just aligning the planets for me on that one. This
is going to be a no choice.
Spots.
World 8 is in Magoo's way. He has to play it. It's in his way.
Dang. Oh, he just has to go right. There you go.
Yep, he'll be fine. He just has to get through the fort, and then he'll be on his way to Bowser's Castle, too.
So, Midi, right now you're sitting at 3-1. There's only one enemy, one competitor for you to go against. How confident do you feel?
I think I could finally... I think I got a good shot of making it to bracket, which I believe it's going to be the first time I've made it to the bracket for these tournaments here. Last times, I think I always just barely didn't make it. It was always, like, on my first one, I think it had to go down a certain way with the rest of the competitors to give me a chance to do a tiebreaker to make it, which never happened. I believe I have a good chance of making it this time.
Yeah, I mean, you were in a pretty difficult Group E last year, to say the least, and you're in Group E this year again. The Haxer, who have finished 4th in last year's tournament.
And Magoo built the bridge on his first fort.
Yep, but again, this is a forced 6F3 here. He has no choice because it's in the way. So provided he can get through 6F3, remember 6F3 had some problems in game number 1, so he might be all warmed up because it does look like he's taking this better. Yeah. Oh, I thought he was going to get through with the power up still intact. He should still be fine though.
If he can he just needs to get past the hot foot and the booze.
Yeah, and luckily this time he doesn't get the crazy hot foot. He gets the hot foot that acts like the booze. So
yeah,
as long as he gets through Boom Boom, he'll be fine. He's got 2 more hits left to go. 1 more hit, got him.
Now it's just him, Bowser's Castle, and his shoes.
So this ended up being a World 8 that Magoo beat you on, Meaty Guy, this time around.
Yeah, I do believe that that Magoo,
and he's going for the hammer.
Now let's see if he decides to make the adjustment. Oh, he's doing it again, and this time he gets through Meowth. It's always a risk doing the bottom strat, as you probably know, Meaty Guy, because we saw you do the top strats both times over the statues.
And Magoo almost riding the donut down.
Yeah, you want to make sure you get off that lift, otherwise it's going to be a long, long fall. Good clip there,
for sure.
The Everyman's clip. Now, will he go for any of the other clips, or just go right through the door? Oh, he's taking bottom path. Oh, he's going to lose that Hammer Bro suit.
Oh.
Well, he still could get a fire suit if there is a fire suit behind the question block coming up. Unfortunately...
you robbers! Oh.
Maybe you might want to think twice about the top route, because you got through the top route.
And now he's going for a Raccoon Star combo.
Yep, he used one of his P-Wings So he's going to use that and hopefully get through. But having a P-Wing going up the staircase, I think is tough.
I saw him like hover over that frog. I thought he was gonna go for swag right there.
Oh yes, the frog Mario ending. There's of course, I'm sure a lot of people know this. There was a famous race that took place a few years ago regarding said frog suit in this castle.
There was?
Yes, I think a lot of people know.
Oh, and Magoo loses a Tanuki, loses a raccoon suit.
Well, I don't know if that was intentional or not. I don't think it was, but this time he's able to get through the lava, so he'll be able to get a power up. But we're going to see how the statues and whatnot treat him this time. What do we have behind the? It's a star.
Now, this is a question for me. Can you star kill Bowser?
No, I do not believe so. No, you just go right through him. I think
that's a good question because you can't really get there with the star technically. No laser.
I never actually tried that.
Not outside of a cheat.
Right, exactly. Because how can you have a star going into that fight? I mean, it's impossible. There's not enough time.
Yeah, you'd think there would be where that star would be, but I don't think it's just barely not enough.
Now, Magoo has to be careful. Remember that the hitbox is only Bowser's head, but he still has to be careful of the line of fire.
He's almost got Bowser down.
Yeah, because I've seen this situation before where they're right next to Bowser like this, and all of a sudden dead because they get fireballed.
Speaking of fireballs, I saw that clip a little while ago where the fireball literally just sent Bowser like sky high.
Oh, that was amazing!
What was that?
I was on comms for that particular race. That was a thing of beauty.
Yeah.
It's like, I have to go now. My planet needs me.
By the way, also, please get your GGs out for Magoo, who does finish the race. A respectable ending for him.
And let's see, his time is going to be 47:12.
Nice.
GG. Great match by both competitors, and let's see if we can get Magoo in for some words.
By the way, while we're waiting for Magoo, I do want to point out we have a few races left to go this week before the weekend. A couple races tomorrow night. We've got S Diesel versus Johnny Link at 7 p.m. Eastern. And at 9 p.m. Eastern, it's Pro A 007 versus Europsalis.
And I believe you're going to be doing commentary for that one?
Yes, that's right. Me and Demon Battler will be on the comms for that one. And then on Friday at noon Eastern, Night Shifter versus True Hyper Mario. And this is going to be a big one for both if they want to keep their chances of making it to the bracket stages alive and well.
Lots at stake there.
I believe for Night Shifter, this is life or death. If he loses both here, he's done.
Yeah, you're right. He does have to win these if he wants to keep his hopes of making it to the next round alive. Absolutely right. Because at the moment, he still has the potential of going 4-2 if he were to sweep. Because he's already faced off against, let's face it, one of the big men on campus in Mitch Flower Power. So the good news is he's got that out of the way already.
Indeedo.
All right. It doesn't look like we're going to have time for an interview with Magoo because I don't see him going out. So I think we're going to have to go ahead and wrap this up. Meaty Guy, again, congratulations on your victories tonight, and best of luck to you the rest of the way.
Many, many thanks, and I'm looking forward to the rest
now
matches.
Magoo's asking you for doing interviews.
Oh, okay. Let's get him in here. Let's get him in.
Yeah, just asking the GG thing.
while we're waiting for Magoo to get in here, let's take a look at the rest of the schedule for tonight. So coming up next after this race is over, we've got a Link to the Past randomizer tournament action. That's also, by the way, happening on Speed Gaming 5, and that will also be happening on Speed Gaming 4 as well. That's starting at 10:10 p.m. Eastern. At 9:10 p.m. Eastern on Speed Gaming 3, we've got the Final Fantasy Randomizer Spring Tournament going on as well. So we've got a lot of randomizer action going on.
I see Magoo has just entered the booth.
Oh, good GG to you, Magoo. I'll tell you what, you
GG.
actually had a really good World 8, save for Bowser's Castle. You actually got through the puzzle faster than MidiGuy did, but unfortunately, 5F1 was pretty much your undoing, because you were actually right there with MidiGuy, almost neck and neck. You were right there, had a shot to make some noise there, but then 5F1. What happened there, buddy?
Magoo, can you hear us?
We might have some technical difficulties here on Magoo. All right. Unfortunately, I've been given word, and I do apologize for everybody here and for Magoo as well, but we do actually need to sign off here because we do have the Final Fantasy Randomizer race coming up right now. So that is going to do it for us here on Speed Gaming 3. Again, congratulations, MidiGuy, for winning tonight's races. And Meowth, pleasure doing commentary with you tonight.
It's always a pleasure doing commentary with you, LOZ. No matter, we could be doing commentary for years, I hope.
So for everybody here on Speed Gaming, for both of our runners, magooisadorable and MidiGuyDP, I'm LOZ Kites Fan 23. Stick around for the Final Fantasy Randomizer tournament match coming up next.
And this is Meowth Rocket saying, we'll see you next time at the Mushroom Kingdom.
Take care,
Take care, everybody.